Come on, baby. Coming at you from northeast Alberta. It's a little cold this morning. It's minus 22. Be about minus 7.5, 8 for my friends south of the border. It's another beautiful day in God's country. What we have on the go, we gotta see if tractors will start, and then oh, got a duck under a spruce tree. We gotta start some tractors, feed some cows. Maybe we'll plow a little bit of snow, see what today brings us. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hey, everybody. Sorry about what happened there. Phone died because it's so damn cold out here. But so what happened is this unit right here, get you out of the sun there. Whoop, that unit right there, we had some issues with it. Wouldn't start, and circulating heater was plumbed wrong up here. A lot of people from down south might not know, but she gets cold up here, and you know, factory block heaters, they just don't seem to cut it. So we've got circulating tank heaters that have an electric submersible element in them that heats up, and there's a built-in thermostat and a check valve, and the fluid will heat up, burp out, check valve shuts, thermostat, you know, trips on, coolant, and it does that. And due to the law of convection, which some people might not understand, hot fluid will give up its heat to cold fluid, not the other way around. So as the hot fluid moves up and through, it forces the cold fluid back down to the suction of this heater. So redoing that, trying to put it in a different spot to so that it's properly plumbed, so that the heater can do everything that it needs to do, because this thing needs that to start. And we snapped a bushing off. So get in here. Oh. So there it is. It's on the top of this coolant rail that comes off the top of the head, or the heads, as it has three separate ones. As you can see, she's yeah. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing there. Well, then obviously that hose there, that has a little valve on it that sends heat up to into the cab. So now some of you are probably thinking, well, Red, why don't you just use that one right there? Well, I tried. She wouldn't go. Oh. There's that valve we're talking about. Coolant comes up from the bottom, and then it comes out here. This valve opens and closes to allow that coolant to go somewhere. So we were gonna try and tie in we were gonna try and tie into that one right there, but she sees shut. So in an effort to get that one off, yeah, she just won't go. But all the coolant from this engine comes up. It travels along this rail. And that rail comes right here from the other side. Thermostat, there's two of them, two thermostats, and then up and into the radiator, you know. And this is the return. Get my finger out of the way. This is the return right here from the heat from the cab. You just never mind all that oil. It's normal. It's normal. And then this is obviously the suction for the water pump. You know, lower rat hose. Well, actually, it goes this way, but that's not the point. So it was originally plumbed. The discharge of this heater was originally plumbed right there. You can see it right there into the return line of this heater core from the cab, you know, which obviously travels behind that injection pump. That right there is the injection pump. I'll get my fat fingers out of the way, you know, and then into the suction of the water pump. And I think whoever owned this before me thought that the heater would discharge its hot fluid up this bypass hose into thermostat housing, which would essentially accomplish in theory the same thing. Now, I'm not really quite sure what's going on here. I'll have to go look in the book. It's a 3,000 page service manual. Like I said, you just never mind all that oil. We'll forget we showed you guys that. And that's what that thing looks like. I can't get a better look at it, but obviously you can see, you know, you can see right here, comes out of the bottom of the block through a hose into the heater, and then you can see that nice green fluid. Obviously we made a little bit of a mess last night in the dark. Worst case scenario, we'll have to put some farm fabrication skills to the test. We'll probably try and easy out first, and then if not, we'll go in and drill it out and tap it. And obviously the worst case scenario would be having to tap it oversized instead of just, you know, having to clean up what's already there. It's only, I don't know what the service pressure is, 7, 13, 16 psi max, but you know, we try to do things as best we can with what we have, you know, and if it's got to sit for a little while to do it properly, then, you know, it is what it is. So this is what I got. You can see here, it's a kit you got from my local hardware store. It's not what I wanted. You can see there, she's got some multiple sizes and some drill bits for reaming them out. This number 5, I think it says, let's take a look here. It says it'll do 3/8 to 5/8. It's for screws. Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna work. It's a 1/2 inch OD bushing, so the threads in that rail are 1/2 inch, but the bushing itself reduced to 3/8. So I'm hoping that this will do it. So let's give that a shot. Well, ran into another problem. You can't really tell. Guys in here. Yeah. Won't work. Now, I think the reason why is because it says screw extractor on the kit. Probably should have read that before I brought it home. Plan B. Well, we lost the daylight pretty quick. We're, in case you can't tell, there's light there, working in this space. So I was able to get an easy out. Into that hole, but this space, you just don't have the torque to be able to move it. So we got a little redneck with it. We've got a cargo strap in there to the end, and I just got her broke. And we're gonna see. It's my little light there. See how it goes. Probably gonna set you guys down so that I can use both hands here. So I'll let you know here in a minute. There we go. Oh, I know the crescent wrench isn't preferred method used by a lot of professionals in this situation. I'm shy of taking all the tin metal of this tractor apart and pulling it into a shop that I don't have and or hiring a person that I can't afford. Oh, there we go. You know, there she is, boys and girls. We got her. Couple broken knuckles and a lot of cussing while I set you guys down, but we got her. So with all that being said, camera died. So you guys got to miss a little bit. You didn't miss too much. So we'll show you what we got going on here since you left us. You can see we got that bushing out, and we've installed brass T with a nipple. We've got a stainless steel 90 to some 1/2 inch stainless steel tubing, and a 3/8 by 1/2 inch reducer to the old factory valve. I decided to reuse it. There's plenty of space in here between the exhaust manifold and the hose, and it was running there before. So orientation's just 90 degrees off, and we've got this 1/2 inch tubing. It's going to run down. It's going to clear the exhaust manifold and the motor tin, and it's going to end up over there. We're going to tee it up to that circulating heater. So let's go have a look. So there you guys can see it. It's the other end of it right here. It's going to come down. I got to straighten that puppy up a little bit. So we've got some fittings and some stuff here. Going to make it work. Let's get that done. Redneck ingenuity once again. Ooh, back up. Cocksucker. Yeah, so because it's that cold out, that's what I had to do to warm that hose up. She should be plenty warm enough now. Let's take a look. Halogen heat lamps throw off a lot of heat. Oh yeah, nice and warm to the touch. Nice and hot. Filling. Fixing. Right now, you can see the coolant level there. Plenty still in the bucket that we pulled out. You can see we're just trying to wait for it to circulate through, bleed the air out, level will drop in the radiator, and we can finish topping up this thing. She's coming. Well, there we have it. This thing here, the only way that I found to be able to do this is fire it up, get it hot, well, warm, then you shut it off, let it sit for 5 minutes, you know, let all the air bubbles work their way through. You know, after 5 minutes, have a dart, do something, come back to it, and then bleed the pressure off the cap. Let all of those air bubbles that are hanging out in that top coolant rail on the top of the motor that go up to the thermostat housing and the upper rad hose, let those work their way up. You know, fluid levels are going to drop in the radiator, and then you can carry on topping it up again. It's a bit of a tedious process. You know, and sometimes you don't have time to make a post on Facebook in one of the groups that you're a part of that you know, would be for this type of tractor or whatever it is you're working on. Sometimes you just got to figure it out, and maybe the service manual doesn't isn't very explanatory. Whatever the case may be, I have found that this to be the best way to refill these things with coolant. If you guys know of a better way, or you know somebody that knows of a better way, feel free to do that in the comments below. Got a bit of a mess to clean up here. As we can see, everything's laying on the ground. Bit of a mess. Gotta wipe this thing down, blow off all the excess coolant that we dropped on the ground. We'll get her cleaned up, and then that'll probably be it for the night. So tell me what you think. Tell us what you think. It's a little bit, you know, nothing crazy, no cowboy stuff going on today, but you know, comment, like, share. We'd be just tickled pink if you guys would subscribe too. Like, that would just be sweet. And we're gonna have more coming at you right away. So, you know, yeehaw. Until next time, we'll see you.
I feel like oil coming out of a tractor should not look like that. Hey, Mike, play with it. Oh, God. You sure you didn't pull, like, the grease plug, or... Oh, God.